chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdered.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Mike 50. Mike 52. Pass. Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, Mike.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40, and all the way out to the 46. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Even. 4th down. Even. Big ass.
Now it's Donald. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Check 50. Check 50. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now the first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Black 11! Number 53! Number 53! Big stop, G! Big stop, let's go! Q! 53, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing with that! Bravo!
Here's Rivers. And he's going to go down right
attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
57. Mike, 57. We own them. We own them. Load it. Load it. Hey, easy. Easy. What?
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 97 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
Hey, Delta.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
He's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's just me and you. It's go. Hey. 53 is the mic. You ain't got nothing.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 25-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch out.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Check 13.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he's actually the best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Keep it skinny. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, God. I'm about to take you to school. Check 53. Check.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
53. Mike 53. Let's go, team. Let's go.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Mike. Cut. Check your hot read. Joker. Load it.
Now Gordon on this one. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Check, green 80. Round 80. Watch the car. Check, 53. Check, 53.
Throwing Rivers. Benjamin's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Stay there. It's round 80. I smell fear in that offense. Switch it. Load it. Close to right. 80 high. White, 80 high.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, echo. Check 52's the mic.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Alert flare. He's checking. Ready? Kill. Turn up. Keep move.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Kill. Wait.
A toss play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Set. 180. Hey, Delta. 57's the mic. Check. 57's the mic. You. 57's the mic. It's a party now. Done.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Lucky.
Now Rivers going to give the Gordon on a draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 390. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers He completes it to Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
53 is the mark. Check pass. Check pass. Bang, 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 bang.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Load it. Load it. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, Rivers. Allen's got it complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Hey, pick your game up.
Wait, 89. Behind.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. To throw, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey! Load it! Load it! 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Stay with me.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Big one. Check
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They go play action. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 64 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try to get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Come up the ball, come on. Kill. Hey, 80. Hey, 80. Wide. Get wide. Hey, switch gears. Yo, 80. 26, check 26.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Thomas Davis.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ready! Block the team! Hey, let's get this. Light, 85,
Rivers on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Motion. Watch the ship. Shoot. Watch the ship. Alert 3.
Keep it skinny.
I'm gonna go load it. Load it. Check. You. Wait, 89.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set. 390.
Check 53. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. The speed and focus that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. The way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 85 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
52's the mic. Here we go. Wild Bill.
The shotgun snap for Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
White!
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Hey! Wahoo!
You got
180!
Rush in.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Rivers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. Unable to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Coming this way, here we go, here we go.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go, 190. 180. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Get on. Check. 53 is mine. Load it. 53. Load it. I know he ain't got it. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Red. Get on.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, exit. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Get on. Let's get on.
From the gun, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A screen to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Let him know. 31's the mic. Let's go, D. 31's the mic. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Oh, lady. Shit. Check the backer.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This pass finds its way to Williams. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
36. Switch. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Switch. Look at it. SOS.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Set. 390. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, Delta!
Operating from the gun. Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears last.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw is Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they didn't give up anything to him.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Jets have a first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.